was feeling a little spicy, so I thought we'd throw it back with a things girls wish guys knew kissing edition. If we could get this to the entire male population, that would be fantastic. Number 1, we have Follow the Leader. This isn't a Calgon advert, so don't go all washing machine on us. It should be universally known that women kiss the way they want to be kissed. It's not rocket science. Mirror us and you'll be fine. Number 2, we have Tonsil Tennis. Now don't get me wrong, a little bit of tongue action has its time and place, but the last thing you want to do is be moving like this guy, especially on your first date. If you know, you know. We're past primary school, and don't particularly want to feel like there's a slowly dying flopping fish in our mouths. While I'm sure there's fanfics of this next one, you guessed it, I'm talking about neck kisses. If you're into biting people's necks, no judgment, but if it's your first time kissing her, I'd avoid it at all costs. At least do the BDSM quiz with her first. Also, please know it's absolutely possible to kiss someone's neck without branding them. As much as you may like to get territorial, we are women, not cattle. This next one, tad controversial, because I know it's a turn on for a lot of girls when you touch their face as you kiss them. But for all of us germaphobes out there, ooh, unless it's Freaky Friday and I find myself in Cameron Diaz's body at the climax of the holiday, there is no reason for you to be all up in our grill. All we're going to be thinking about is the amount of times your hands have had to rearrange your sweaty bollocks that day. I have an 8-step skincare routine for a reason. I beg you don't offset the natural pH balance. Next one's for the guys that claim to be alpha males. There is a difference between being dominant and forceful. Not everyday aggression. It feels like you're face raping us with your mouth. Please stop it. Thank you. While we're on the topic of other weird, mystical things guys do that they think we don't know about, while we're flattered that a kiss can turn you on so much, most of us don't appreciate you pushing it into us and making it do its little mating call dancey dance. A kiss does not entitle you to sex. This last one should have been instilled at nursery level. Oh my fucking god, the irony. The way I've spelt hair, oh my god. It's too fucking late to turn back now. Do you know what? I was going to make a point here about slow and steady wins the race, but I think I've just invalidated my whole argument, so this is the end of my career. Good night. Disclaimer, if you're a little snowflake that gets offended at manipulation tactics and psychological tricks, this video is not for you. So you can just keep scrolling and refrain yourself from commenting. And for the rest of you, I'm disappointed that it's come to this, because you should know your worth and not even be entertaining this. So only use these if you're on your last leg and you've convinced yourself that this woman is going to be the future mother of your kids. Let the games begin. First things first, we need to flip the switch and press the big red reset button on the relationship. Now, if you've been simping for her, this is going to take every fibre of your being to do. Real Spain without the S. You need to cut off contact for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Even a scope. Only true Harry Potter stans will know what that means. You need to let her forget about you so that you can escape her internal list of uninteresting guys. Well, well, well. How the turntables. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. Here we have the Britney method. Tad bit toxic, you need to make her jealous. And the best way to do that is by making out other girls are into you. If you mention other girls that have been messaging you or complimenting you and how you find it weird or annoying, she's going to be absolutely fuming, but also see you as desirable. And she's going to start viewing you in a whole other way. Now, unless you're in it for the long game and you're prepared to see her get with other guys in front of you and potentially watch her fall for someone else, you need to stop being a friend and putting her before you, because that's exactly how you got into the friend zone in the first place. So start being selfish and stop putting all your eggs in one basket. Number 4, get busy with it. Now, leading girls on is unethical and I'm advising no such thing. But practicing talking to girls and getting other female friends is going to help you with your game and stop you waiting around all day for her to text you. Or you could maybe just get a hobby so that you're less likely to reply within a millisecond of her reaching out. Okay, this isn't even a term I've just made up. It's an actual thing. It's basically a phrase that researchers have coined, which is the exact same thing as mirroring. You need to subtly mimic her behaviours, match her energy, respond how she responds, because subconsciously she'll see the synchronicities between you. Because these are like minor surface level things, you're not changing who you are. For example, walking with your right legs at the same time is not going to change your whole entire personality. But what it will do is make her more attracted to you. Okay, these next 2 blow my mind. Never underestimate a good scent. One that is extremely memorable, and according to a 2006 study increases mood and arousal, is sandalwood. Top 3 colognes that contain this in my opinion: Bois d'Azil by Chanel, Egoiste, also by Chanel, and Creed Original Santal. From my own personal research, can 100% confirm this one works. Lastly, Hot Chili Challenge. Take it to Nando's and order extra hot. Or go one further, be playful and do the Hot Chili Chip Challenge. Hear me out, hear me out. It's associated with thrill seeking and adventure, and triggers pleasure sensing endorphins. So if they don't work, I'm convinced you're an NPC. As you asked so nicely, here's date ideas to make I want you more. I would just like to articulate before I get into these, quite a broad spectrum of dates here, and some of them probably shouldn't be the first, so you might just want to keep them in your back pocket for future reference. The late night snack hop, I would say, is a second date kind of vibe, because taking a girl on a late night drive for the first date is a sad bit sus. For all she knows, you could have chloroform and a cloth in your glove box. However, this is my absolute fave because there is just something about a late night drive, and it's a perfect opportunity to see what a music taste is too. Would highly recommend to use Spotify Blend. But I was going to keep this to myself, but I am going to be taking WizKid's place as special guest at Wireless. Now, but on a real, I can't explain how excited this gets me when you go to different food places for different things. So take it in turns. One of you decide drinks, one of you decide main, one of you decide desserts. Food, good music, immaculate vibes. For number 2, we have the Finer Things Club. If you're not cultured enough, I realise that's going to sound like an elitist white person club that Boris Johnson would be a part of. It is not. Low-key Tory activity, so can't lie. Now, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but if you've watched The Office, you know this consists of drinking finer drinks, eating finer food, and discussing high-class things like literature and film. But if you're a commoner like me and that's a bit too bougie for you, and you haven't watched The Office, that's a date in itself right there. I also realise in this day and age that it's more common than not that the person you're attracted to lives 4,000 miles away. Therefore, Cena things might just be for you. Think FaceTime plus PictoChat plus Netflix and chill. You can FaceTime, chat and watch things like Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, YouTube, all on this plugin called Cena. Oh my god, the little Twitch streamers are going to love this one. Play video games together. Real ones will know Rocket League and Mario Kart can get a bit heated. As long as no one's rage quitting, a little bit of competitiveness goes a long way. Especially in the bedroom. Yes, Mario Kart can make your sex life better. Play your cards right and you might be in for seeing a Princess Peach. If you were born in the 2000s, you might not even know who Professor Layton is, and that is very sad. He was a detective in a riddle solving game on Nintendo, which I had a love-hate relationship with because one time I couldn't solve it and I got so angry I broke my DS and then resorted to YouTube for cheat codes and walkthroughs. I digress. You need to unleash your inner Professor Layton for this one because it's an escape room. First of all, super fun. But more importantly, it tells you if they've got the brain to think like a murderer. Don't take that for gospel though, they could just be really intelligent. And when you're on a time constraint and put under pressure, it brings out the funniest sides in people. It can either go great and you work together so well as a team. She's going to be thinking, I can do life with this person. This man comes with solutions. Or horribly wrong and you've got content for the group chat. Next up, emotional roller coaster. Theme parks are just good vibes and you can't really go wrong. Unless, of course, she doesn't like roller coasters. Adrenaline pumping. Dopamine released. That roller coaster won't be the only thing she's riding. It'll be a Ferris wheel, obviously. Naked Mora. You're just naked, together, all day. That's the date. Things guys do that girls love. 5 head activities. So underrated, it's not even funny. A lot of us girls have forehead insecurities. We really be out here thinking we look like Megamind. We'll try to cover it at any given opportunity. So when you pull our hair out of our face and give us forehead kisses, it makes us feel special. Because you love us even if we do look like the female Dr. Eggman. Impeccable taste. Number 2 is the IMAX and climax. When a guy takes an interest in the girly shows that we watch, with no ulterior motive. He's just doing it because he knows we enjoy it. And then actually gets into it. Can't lie, if you do that, much higher chance of opening the gates of Mordor and making us scream like the Nazgul. There is no better way to put you in a good mood than when the guy that you like sends you a text out of nowhere to let you know he's thinking about you. Or if we're on our period and you come with our favourite snacks and things that are going to comfort us. I'm getting heart palpitations just thinking about it. If you do this, good luck trying to get rid of her because she will be attached for all eternity. If you know what this reference is, congratulations, you're elite. This is so underrated, so hear me out. When you're holding hands and they do the thing, and in public, oh my god, hand squeezes and thigh grabs are also up there with this. When he does the 4 H's, oh my god. Respectfully, have my babies. First up, good hygiene. When he looks after himself, showers regularly, and knows the difference between smelling good and being one step away from having a personal Lynx cloud, that's my shit right there. I know, the bar's extremely low, and some of you still can't pass it. Number 2, honesty is the best policy. When he's open and honest and actually communicates, panties are dropping. Pair that with being humble and hilarious, and I think we have good grounds to replace one of the members of the Fantastic Four. Second to last, the human belt. The way I have butterflies right now, even just thinking about this. When you pull us in at the waist. It's giving Tarzan and Jane, Lois Lane and Clark Kent, Peter Parker and MJ. Mentally, I'm there. Literally is that. It's a superhero effect, because you feel like you're being protected. Yo! And it's just super sexy, which all superheroes are. My career's over. Just get dating advice from Marvel. To be honest, I've really saved the best till last here, because it definitely takes top spot. When you're walking and the guy stands closest to the road. If you do that, I guarantee you're a good person and you stay loyal as fuck. Because essentially, what those actions are telling me is that you would die for me. You would die to protect my legacy. Fuck me, that really hurt my throat. But yeah, standards are low. We don't really ask for much, to be honest. Especially that last one.